So Dirb is a lightweight command line tool designed for brute-forcing web directories and files. It works by launching dictionary-based attacks, essentially trying various paths and file names from a word list to see what exists on a target server. This method helps you uncover directories and files that may be linked on the main websites, potentially exposing sensitive information or vulnerabilities. This is the Ultra Blue channel where we simplify complex cybersecurity and tech topics into actionable tutorials. If you're passionate about ethical hacking and tech as we are, make sure to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Your support helps us continue creating high quality tutorials designed to level up your skills. Now let's get started. Now, Dirb is practically pre-installed on Kali Linux, but in a case where you don't have it installed, you can manually install it by opening up Terminal. Now, if I come to my applications and type in Dirb, I already have it installed here, so therefore I'm not going to be running it again. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and then we have Dirb version 2.2, and this is the default landing page you get. It's actually a terminal-based application, unlike Dirb Duster, which was graphical user interface. Actually, I've made a separate video on how to use Dirb Duster, which is graphical user interface for people who are less technical, and also now we're making a video for Dirb, which is terminal-based. So if you're comfortable using graphical user interfaces, you could check out that video. Now let's continue. So to perform a basic scan with Dirb, it is actually very easy to use. Let me go ahead and clear this. To use Dirb for your scan, it is practically very easy to use. All you have to do is type in Dirb, and then space followed by the URL of the website you want to scan. For this basic vulnerability test, we're going to be running our test against the OWASP Juice Shop web application. So I'm just going to type in the URL to the OWASP Juice Shop website. So HTTP Alright, so for this basic test, I'm just going to go ahead and hit enter, and then it's going to start performing its test against this website right here. So during a basic scan, Dirb systematically requests path from its word list. If a path exists, the server will respond with status OK, indicating it's accessible, with Dirb's logs in the output. This simple approach can simply reveal overlooked directories such as admin or backup that could lead to potential critical findings. Default web lists are great, but custom web lists provide tailored scan for specific targets. Here's how to specify a target using your default word list. So for this, I'm going to open a new terminal here. So here's how to specify them to use a custom word list for a specific target. So to do that, simply type in Dirb space followed by the URL to the site you want to target. So I'm going to go ahead and paste URL here already, and then space followed by the path to the word list you have. So if my word list was in users, I'll type in user, then I will specify the path I want. I'll specify the path of the word list. So I don't actually have any other word lists for this tutorial, but if you had a word list, we just specify the path. So let's say it's in our desktop, so user desktop. So basic command like this just tells Dirb to use this specific word list and not its default word list, because custom word list allows you to focus your scan on specific technologies or scenarios. For instance, a word list with path unique to WordPress installations could uncover plugins, themes, or admin directories. So by customizing your approach, you improve your chances of finding relevant results while minimizing noise. So let's see if our basic scan is done. Our basic scan is still going on, so let's go back here. So Dirb also allows us to ignore certain extensions. For instance, we could decide to tell or instruct Dirb to ignore extensions such as TXT files or JPGs or PNGs. PNGs and JPGs are simply images. To do this, just simply call in Dirb followed by the URL of the site you want to test, and then followed by a -x. The X tells Dirb to exclude anything coming after the X. So if you wanted to exclude JPG, we type in this and then we'll hit enter, and Dirb will go ahead and scan this website, excluding any results with a JPG extension. This is because excluding irrelevant file types streamline your scan and focus the results on meaningful targets like scripts or configuration files. This is especially useful when you know the site isn't storing sensitive data in images also, so you could just go ahead and exclude them. Alright, now let's go back again and see. Alright, it's still going ahead, so we can talk more about other ways we could use them. So Dirb can also handle HTTP authentication by including credentials in the scan output, because some servers restrict access to certain areas using HTTP authentication. So if you had a login to a specific website, for instance, a login to UShop, you could use your credentials to enable Dirb to dig deeper. So for this, you simply call Dirb followed by the website, and then your credentials. This is how the credentials looks like, meaning user, then you put in the username and the password. So let's say our username was ultra, and then our password was let's say 123, so column 1 2 3 4 5, and then you hit enter. This will tell Dirb to open this website using this credentials, username and password, to dig deeper in its analysis. So Dirb is actually taking forever to do this, but while it's doing this, so when this is done, Dirb's output will include directories and files discovered along with their HTTP status code. So if you found a directory called admin, you could see directories called admin, you could see directories called passwords, etc. And then you will now see its HTTP status code. HTTP status code could be 200 OK, 303 forbidden, 403 forbidden, and 301 or 302 redirect. So what 200 OK means is that the directory or file is accessible. If you should see 403 forbidden, it means that the directory exists but it is restricted. And if you should see 301/302 for redirect, it means that it leads to another location. So these findings could help you or guide you towards the next step in your vulnerability analysis.